just a real quick biographical. Like I said, I met E in high school, and we was in the same Spanish class, and we wasn't doing Spanish. We was sitting there just talking about hip hop. And what happened was we just had things in common. And when he brought us over to his crib, like you said, we would go to his basement, and he would just play music for us. What he was doing was he was Mr. Miyagi in us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he was just we sitting there, we listening, like you said, we listening to his music. He play, yo, this sample came from here, this sample came from there, and we were like, okay. But at the same time, it was like an education. Yeah. So it was like, yo, this is dope because he had all of these records, and he would just play this where the samples came from. And so what that did right then and there is that also bridged it let us know that, yo, all this hip hop that you like, these are its origins. And what that allowed for us is it also automatically gave us an appreciation for the music that came before us. You know, because you sitting there, you listening to, you know, whatever James Brown sample there is, whatever song you liking, not knowing, you know, for us, because we just was getting that education, like, yo, all of a sudden, I really like this old music, just like I like the new music. So that's what let us know, like, the production of it. Like, he was a crate digger, and he would make these beats. He didn't even have any equipment, and so when we started going to the studio, we would see how he would take these little snippets that he played in his basement. Next thing you know, it's a whole other thing. You know, one of the craziest things, like, Come Get Some.
Yeah.
Is, you know, I heard it through the grapevine.
Wow.
But it's Gladys Knight's version of I heard it through the grapevine.
Right.
So everybody knows Marvin's version, but I think Gladys's version came first.
Yeah, that's true.
And so you wouldn't think that, because if you think about it, remember at the beginning of Come Get Somewhere, it goes dun 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 dun. That's Gladys Knight's I heard it through the grapevine.
Yeah.
And so you know, having a good ear that he had, he was making the beats for us, you know, taking it from those different songs. And so we was loving the hip hop that was coming out was just from a lot of crate diggers, and that kind of fueled what we like as far as production.
Right.
You know, and that's a real stark contrast to the production that exists today.
Right.
You know, it's kind of gotten away from that.
Yes, I will always comment. I will always honor him because he was my first premiere.
Everything.
My first Easy Mo B. My first Q-Tip. Like, this guy, man, he really taught us the origin of the sounds of what hip-hop drives. And, you know, at one time I was always focused on the rap. I never, you know, of course the beats were attractive, but knowing E, the way he put us on, the first thing I listened to is how he made that beat. You know what I'm saying? How he created it, the sample that he used and whatnot. That's dope. And, you know, right now, I would ask you, what is your top 3 producers?
Oh, wow. You know, that's a real difficult question because for me, you know, is Primo. Primo's always going to be number 1 for me.
Of course.
And then, you know, it's like the answer that most people expect is like a Dr. Dre. You know, because you'd be kind of like, how do you sleep on Dre considering who he is and where he's gone? And then a lot of people say Jay Dilla, you know, who's dope. You know, and he didn't get a lot of love. I mean, no, he got a lot of love, but he doesn't have a lot of records like we know. Like
he didn't
Primo.
have a longevity in it.
So it's hard. It's really, really hard to say because then you know you got your Pete Rocks. You know, Large Professor.
Large
is really, really dope because I like Coogee Rap's second album, Wanted Dead or Alive. And I learned after later. Large Extra P did a lot of the beats.
That's right.
You know, so but I wouldn't say he's my top 3, but I love Extra P.
And that's why I asked 3 because there's so many. Give me your 3.
G just said the ones I like. That's what I love. That's it.
You know who else is dope though? Salam Remy is this dude. Salam Remy, I love Salam Remy. Now you don't know, but you do know him. First of all, everybody knows him.
Case along?
No.
Salam Remy. He did the remix for Nappy Heads. for the Fugees.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna leave where y'all.
That was
that's
tough.
Salaam Remi, and I think he did Fuji La.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough too.
But more recently, Salaam Remi did Nas's album "Life Is Good."
I love that
Salaam
album.
Remi,
which is an excellent album.
I love that album.
Yeah.
You know, so there's like a lot of producers.
Yeah.
And I love the variety of producers, because there's some guys I'm quick to realize. I'll acknowledge my own ignorance to stuff like Southern cats that we don't know, like Organized Noise, are dope.
Right.
Even though I didn't buy Organized Noise products, like I don't have Outkast's entire catalog.
I love Outkast. I got all of
Scooby loves
them.
Outkast.
I got them all.
But I have to also give respect though that Organized Noise are dope. So there's a lot of, but that's the beauty of hip hop.
Yeah,
Is
a lot of dope producers came from Chicago too, like Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye.
No Idea.
No Idea. I love No Idea.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of people.
So it's but the main thing about hip hop, especially during what they call the golden era, is, and I know we said this in the previous podcast, but it's this variety.
Yeah,
I love the variety. I love that there's something for everyone. Master Ace, Lord Digger.
Lord Digger. Shout out to Lord Digger.
You know, that remix for Brooklyn Zoo. You know, that one that doom 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 doom. You know, Lord just, you know, and a lot of them cats worked on Big's first album. So, you know, we didn't mention Easy Mo B. You know, but Easy Mo B.
Yeah.
You know, so
shout out to Easy Mo B, man.
I love
Biggie.
I love that production was an education in itself.
Yeah.
And other music, because you know the producers used to battle like who's gonna dig in the crates and find the right beat.
Yeah, and the work was like effervescent. Yeah, like to dig deep into these crates, find a gem, or go into like a store, a record store, digging, and just dig for days until you find that one sound that you like, you know.
That's right.
What do you think about the productions now?
Well, see, the thing about the productions now is I really don't know what to make of them, and what I mean, because I know so much technology is a factor. Yeah. Like I've seen different interviews with different artists who are like, well, you know, I just opened up GarageBand and I just did something. Yeah. And so you kind of taken, you know, the producer. I know there are producers who like sell their own beats and stuff like that, but it's so accessible that just anybody can just kind of purchase something or make something on their own real quick. It don't really have to be that intricate or that great. Right. It just has to be repetitive. Right. And then somebody can just jump on it and do their thing. So I don't know, you know, it's like I'm going to assume the same thing was said about our producers, of course, by the producers of before them, the ones who had to go and play instruments. Yeah. You know, Norman Whitfield, the guy who did all that movie, all of them. They probably was like, look at these kids that they samplers. Yeah, they're not real artists and real producers.
I just saw a documentary.